Hello everyone, my name is Arindam and in this video I'll be showing you all 127 colors in ARK Ascended painted on metal structures. Now this video is part of my painting reference guide mini series in which I am covering how the 127 colors in ARK Ascended look like when they are painted on the different structure types, and this video is part 6 of the mini series. I have previously covered the same color structures for thatch, wood, adobe, stone, greenhouse, and this is part 6 which is on metal. I'll have another video on text shortly. So as you can see, these are the 127 colors and I have neatly arranged them into 14 different color families, each having 9 colors, with 2 families having 1 extra color and 1 family having 1 less color. The colors are all arranged from left to right in the VibGeor pattern, that is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, and the colors are patterned from bottom to top on the ordering of darkest, deepest, lightest, and then the exceptions. So let's start. I have also disabled bloom for this particular video, and I have also disabled the volumetry cloud because the metal sheen can kind of get in the way of actually spotting the exact colors. And yes, I have actually created these many number of spray paints, all 127 spray paints. Been a nightmare anyway. So let me turn on ghost and let's start with the different colors. So starting off with the first family of blues, which starting with cetacean, Prussian, sapphire, azure, baby blue, cornflower, overcast, moonstone, and finally marine. Next we come to the second family of blues, which are the medium blues I would call, starting with midnight, navy, cobalt, blue, ice, frost, denim, deep freeze, and finally haze. Note that deep freeze, denim, frost, ice are actually similar to purples, as you have seen them in my previous videos for the other structures, but they also appear as blue for metal. Next we come to the blue greens, starting with Mariana, Skobeloff, ocean, teal, stream, crystal, celeste, electricity, and finally cyan. Next we come to not 50 but 10 shades of grey, starting with black, shadow, charcoal, gunmetal, slate, steel, grey, silver, wisp, and finally white. Now with bloom turned on, white is excessively white. Next we come to the 3 shades or 3 families of green, starting with the first family. We have swamp, avocado, orc, chartreuse, menthol, nyanza, putrescence, craggy dew, filth. Next we come to the second variety of greens, starting with jungle, forest, lagoon, spring, aquamarine, sea foam, turquoise, shamrock, and finally we have metal if it does not have any color. Note how the greens are very similar to each other, some of the greens especially, like say jungle and swamp for example. Next we come to the third family of green, starting with Nori, Hunter, Grass, Emerald, Green, Mint, Pistachio, Celadon, Chateau. After looking into the different greens, we are going to start with the family of browns. Due to the glossy nature of metal, this kind of looks like orange, but it's actually kind of brown. You can spot these colors very easily if you were to look into my video for Thatch and Adobe, which give more matte color palettes. So starting off with the browns, we have mud, bark, brown, leather, camel, tan, sand, parchment, and finally cream. Next we come to the family of yellows, starting with drab, olive, citron, yellow, mustard, canary, buttermilk, khaki, and finally mold. Next we have the various shades of orange, starting with bronze, terracotta, Windsor, orange, tangerine, gold, cantaloupe, peach, latte, and dirt. So these were all the different shades of orange. Now we come to the shades of red, starting with burn, scab, gore, red, tulip, salmon, incense, idocha, and finally brick. The next family is what I would call the family of reddish pinks. They're somewhere between red and traditional pink, starting with raisin, Tyrian, lust, fuchsia. Now fuchsia is a really reddish variety of pink, but here it looks somewhere between a red and a orange, and that is because of metal's glow. Flamingo, valentine, bubblegum, Kobe, rouge. Next we have the family of pinks, starting with eggplant, plum, purple, bruise, magenta, pink, orchid, cotton candy, and finally thistle. Next we come to the families of violets, starting with twilight, eminence, indigo, violet, lilac, lavender, mauve, royalty, finally dusk. So these were all the 127 colors applied on metal structures, and I have turned off bloom, and I have ensured that the time is fixed at 11 o'clock, which gives me the best viewing time for showing the different colors as it is, with minimal loss of brilliance as well as vibrance. You can see the colors painted from this side. Now unlike the other structures, especially thatch, metal does cause a bit of confusion with some of the colors not painted appropriately. Let me do something. Let me turn on bloom, and I will let you guys see how it looks like with bloom turned on. Yes, as you can see, The darker varieties have less glow, while some of the whites like silvers, white, cyan, they have a lot of glow. It's almost too much. It can be as if you were to put multiple light sources, it can be blinding also. Now let me go into the other side and let you see how it looks like from an angle which contains shadow. So these are the metal structures painted from the back. As you can see, this is how they look like under a shadow. And if I were to change the time of day to ensure that they actually get some light, we do that. As you can see, this is how they look like from the other side. Again, the whites are kind of blinding. And yeah, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like and subscribe. As you can see, I have the structures painted over there. The entire peninsula over here is dotted with these structures that I painted. And in the next video, I'll be showing you the final structure type, which is tech. So till then, thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.